Hello Ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome to a special video today where I'm joined by a couple of developer guests. To celebrate 160k subscribers, I'm starting a new series where hopefully I can get developers to play each other's games while I ask them questions. Bit of a tall order getting people together, but we've just about done it. So big shout out to Tribes of Midgard's Sydnee, she's the community manager, as well as Noelle, she is a senior community lead for Gearbox. And of course I'm joined by grimmcore, he is the main art guy for vaLHEIM. We've done an interview before, go and check that one out as well. So yeah, guests celebrating good things in Vikings. Both of these games, Tribes of Midgard and vaLHEIM, have done incredibly well for me. And I wanted to say thank you to all you lot for watching and subscribing. So let's go. Hello.
Hello.
There we go. Grimstone, hello. There we
Hey.
go. There we go.
Sorry, I was like,
Sydney.
I was waiting for someone to say hello. I was like, where are all the
Yeah.
people?
I was still waiting for the crowd to come. Grin. Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Need a
Hello.
laugh track.
And a big hello to, of course, Grim, aka the art guy at vaLHEIM. How you doing?
Hello. Hi. I'm doing great.
Good. So Sydney, you're the community manager for Tribes of Midgard, and Noelle, you're the community manager for Gearbox. That's cool.
That's right.
Cool.
Super excited to be here.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining. Right, so we're going to play half an hour or so of Tribes of Midgard. You're going to get the best bits edited, guys, and then we're going to swap over to vaLHEIM, where I've got a very special mini game that we're going to take part in. So do leave a like, make sure you subscribe for the best in survival games content, and let's go.
Okay, so tell me about Tribes of Midgard, because I saw this coming out. Well, Sebastian from Coffee Stain came to us one day and he was like, "Is this a contender? Like, do we have to compete with them? What do you guys think?" And I looked at Tribes and I was like, "No, I don't think it's the same
Yeah.
game at all."
But of course you have Vikings.
Except for the Vikings, but then again, he came with like Frozenheim, which was an RTS, and he came with 2 other Viking games, and I was like, "Are you just coming with Viking games now? Is that what we're doing?" But tell me about Tribes of Midgard, because I have my own vision about it. I tried the tutorial, but I would like you to explain.
Yeah, because you've never played before, so you're in it for the first time. I'm interested to see like how you think it's different from vaLHEIM, because I think although there are like a lot of similarities in terms of the Viking, like it's kind of like this Viking wrapper it's under, and then you're out collecting things, so they both have those survival aspects, but they are quite different in terms of gameplay and obviously aesthetics, as you can see. Quite different art styles, I would say. But yeah, I would say one like major difference between the two, for me at least, is that you have Yggdrasil in the center of your village. So
Yep.
even if you walk over, like you go to the village, you can see there's like the tree, and you have to feed it souls to keep it alive, because the condition is if the Yggdrasil dies, like basically the game's over.
All right.
It's kind of like you have this communal tree that you have to protect and nourish, which is
So
like
it's a hybrid blend of like tower defense and survival light, or survival, as you guys try to get going.
Survival, yeah.
Yeah. So you're thriving and surviving at the same time.
Yeah, and it has like a
Ooh.
few roguelike kind of elements too, because you do each time you play it's a different session. And then we have this progression track that you fill out as you play more different sessions of it,
Okay. Yep.
which is kind of nice,
Right, well, the other way round now, Grim. Tell our lovely guests exactly what vaLHEIM is and what kind of game vaLHEIM is. in your opinion.
You die a lot.
Yes. Oh, that's my experience with that game. Yes.
Yep.
And when you've done dying some, you die some more. You pick up some branches. You build some houses. Feels cozy, but actually it's death waiting outside the door. And
It's pretty much Dark Souls versus Stardew Valley, then, yeah.
yeah, it's not Dark Souls-y enough for my taste.
Right.
But no, yeah, it's basically your Viking in Purgatory. You can die again and again and again, with some backlashes, of course. You actually drop in skills, which took me ages to actually accept that this is the way of life in vaLHEIM at the beginning. It was like, was it 15% skill drop every time you died?
See, I didn't even
Wow.
know that.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't even
something like
know
that.
that was a thing.
But now
Oh,
we
yeah.
changed it. Anyway, it was horrible at one stage, I remember. But yeah, no, it's a survival game. You definitely you don't thrive in that game.
It's just the pain and misery of trying again and again. I would say Tribes has got that definite, that feeling though of misery. Like when you lose your tree at the last second because you think you've defeated all the baddies and you just come in with a clutch and then one tiny little health thing fires an arrow or a bolt and it destroys you. Like that's me in the shower for an hour crying to myself that I didn't get another day surviving.
Yeah, I would say the toughest is seeing people who are super high day counts, like if they're getting close to the 100, and then a giant comes along and squashes their tree. It is a sad moment, you know.
Have you guys got any like secret little schisms in the code that says like when a player does get to a level too quickly, we'll send, an extra few things his way, or the giant will definitely have more levels?
I can't reveal any.
No, oh no, see, I was going to do a guide tomorrow. This is the secrets that Tribes wants to hide.
I mean, it definitely feels that way. So.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm running around now collecting stuff. Am I doing this right?
Yes.
So then once you've done that, I think you've got to head back to the tree life area and see if you can get yourself a tool or weapon set.
So I got myself an axe and I got myself a mighty pickaxe.
So why Vikings? Like, obviously you guys have come in and to a company and a game idea that's already there, but do you know why the designers, the creators decided that Vikings was going to be the one? Why not like a tale about Greek mythos or something else?
Yeah, true. Who wants to go for this one first?
I think Richard, when he started making it, I think he just was a bit more interested in Vikings overall.
Right.
But vaLHEIM was actually going to be, like I said, some other time. Was it? I think I told it to you, right? Like it was supposed to be a PvP game where you actually start in different locations across the whole vaLHEIM, which made sense back then. Like it would be like you would raid each other and stuff, and not really know where the other person would be making his village and so on. But it was actually going to be an MMO as well. But Vikings, I don't really know why Vikings. It's it just felt for us. It felt like we're Swedish, all of us, so it's close to us in that way. Are you guys Swedish as well, or?
No, definitely not. Canadian as heck. But yeah, it's kind of like the same for us. It was just like our company's named Norsefell, so kind of from the start, there's been that interest in Norse mythology, even with the founders who started the company. So eventually, like a Viking game was gonna come out of the company, and it just ended up being Tribes. And there's just so much that you can do with Norse mythology, I think, as well. Like in terms of the lore, there's such rich creatures, and then of course having like the giants and stuff are all great references to pull from.
I was pretty surprised today. I mean, I feel like I'm a little bit clued up with, Norse mythology. It's one of my favourites as a kid. I used to read quite a bit of fantasy and stuff. But I didn't realise that, obviously, the God of War, Ragnarok reveal recently, had Angrboda. I'll say it terribly and people hate me when I say it wrong.
Yeah.
But, that's like a thing. She's going to be in that game, and obviously she's a massive giant in this one.
Which is really kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because is she not a main character? Because I kind of remember seeing interviews.
Loki actually, Loki and Angrboda get a child, which is one of the childs that they get. Kids is actually the world serpent, I think.
Right. So the big, massive snake he sees in the first one, the God of War.
Yes, if I'm not wrong, I think.
Right. Because I vaguely remember seeing an interview, you guys or Tribes, that you chose some of the creatures that or sort of names of things that maybe weren't as wholesomely known. You weren't going to have Thor in the game or Odin explicitly, and going for this idea of the giants maybe being not the biggest names going.
Yeah.
So now they're encroaching on your turf, like these other developers.
That was such a welcome surprise just to see, because I was watching it alongside, when they did the reveal trailer, and then I saw Angrboda appear. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, and I think somebody made a meme about it on socials. Like, I kind of...
My Angrboda, your
yeah,
Angrboda.
yeah,
Nice, but
yeah.
okay, so you guys have so Angerboda is here
Yeah.
in this game. So
Yes.
how does she look like here? What's your depiction of her
Yeah.
hair?
She's a hottie. She's tall and
Tall,
red-haired.
Very large. Yeah,
That's right.
hopefully we'll have her as the first giant. That would be really cool. But yeah, she's definitely, you can see like she brings the darkness with her. She makes the world all dark wherever she travels. She's pretty sick. She's got like face tattoos and long red hair. Yeah, hopefully we'll
Summons
run
like
into her.
hell things regularly. It's pretty cool.
Truly the mother of monsters. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool. Like I like seeing different depictions of, you know, the giants in different ways.
Yeah, fleshing it out a bit more. But Viking life was the harsh one. Like, you know, there was no messing around being a Viking. It was pretty brutal.
Yeah. I think that's also why we played on kind of having this art style that was kind of comic book inspired. Was to do just such a difference from the Viking life. Create that
Well, it's
contrast.
so vibrant. There is
Yeah.
a lot of nice colours and stuff. I mean, even your techno little dude you added for free to all the players recently looks pretty interesting. Not cyberpunk, Viking punk. Is that the definition we're going to be calling it from now on?
I hope
Viking
so.
Yeah, I like that.
What about obviously VALHEIM? Richard toyed around with Tolko, is it? Or like that sort of sound?
Yes.
Yeah, and that was like a desert MMO game where you got on your speedster and you roamed around, maybe a bit like Sable. But that was something he was working on. So Richard's kind of not always been like as maybe obsessed with a Viking game, or you guys at Thingy, but now you are.
The thing is, I'm not sure I think what he's more obsessed about is making an adventure where we don't have quests, basically. So he wanted to make Tolrocco with like you create your own adventure. You go around, discover stuff. Same thing with VALHEIM. You go around and discover things and find your place to live and make your own place in the world without having to I don't know, just do quest, like make your own adventure. I think that's the whole thing, but with the Viking backdrop in this case, and in that case was with Tolrocco, it was a lot of inspiration from John Carter Goes to Mars, I think.
Right, I get you.
Oh, wolves! Ah, wolves!
Yes,
Don't let them eat you. Just kill all of them.
I killed them all.
You can use.
I
their
swear I
fangs
picked up
for
an
something.
axe. I've got to come back. I've got no axe. Oh, Jotun has entered Midgard already.
The
Nice.
Jotun is here.
Yeah,
somewhere.
yes. Do correct me if I say it wrong as well, because oh my god, the amount of abuse I've received covering tribes in Midgard, calling them the Jotun, the giant dudes are here. Yeah, people absolutely hate it.
Jotun.
I don't mean to butcher it, but let's face it, if I made a Cockney London slang mythology game, I'm pretty sure everyone would get the names wrong as well, you know, unless they were actually from that zone. But yeah, I'm pretty notoriously bad with names.
But try this out then, Jade. Jotun.
Jotun. Is that the one?
With a yo. Jotun.
Jotun.
Yes.
Okay. And you are obviously the art guy at Irongate. So in terms of like, I've seen some of your art. We spoke about this before when I interviewed you last time. Your influences and your art style. What do you think like is influencing you now though? Like when you create a new character, Richard comes up to you and says, right, we need a new enemy or we're going to be doing a new weapon. Are you looking at reference points from like all Viking culture, or is it just purely off like your own, what's in your mind, your imagination already?
Inspiration comes from everywhere, but we always have a specific like creature or a purpose for it in mind, and what you're supposed to get from it as well, and also if it fills a specific purpose in the game.
So it's not just like for the look or because you really love a particular creature. It's more.
This one is mostly because we have plans.
Right.
We have plans.
Oh, you're such a tease, Grim. Such a tease. Yeah. And what about you guys for Tribes and Norsefell? Like, how does it work with the inspiration from some of this stuff? Like you said, you maybe didn't lean too heavily into the biggest names. So how did you settle on the giants that you've got? Because there's loads, isn't there? There's like a lot more.
Yeah, there's a lot. I think it was just, there's 4 right now, but I think it was just a matter of looking at all the creatures that exist in Norse mythology and like kind of like what Grim said, seeing how they'll work in the way that we feel like could benefit the game, because our first 2 giants were the frost giant was the first one, Gerard, and then the second one was the fire giant. like having that fire and ice contrast was pretty cool for our first two, and then it kind of gave the basis of, yeah, you need a opposite elemental weapon in order to best, you know, defeat them. So then we knew we could have fire and ice weapons. So it kind of grows from that, I would say, in how they could.
Similarities are definitely there for both games as well. Like vaLHEIM, you know, the slime monster takes more damage from ice.
Yeah.
Although I don't maybe lean into it as much as Tribes of Midgard. Like, you know, in vaLHEIM, there's not as many Achilles heels with some of these creatures.
Not yet.
Not yet. In the future, maybe.
Maybe. And also, Grim, I'm not sure if you've done it yet, but you can also press B to select your class if you've leveled up.
Oh, I'm a warrior now.
Sweet.
Oh, I did not even know it pops up what people choose as well on the left.
Yeah.
I was saying you can apply those blessing points in the menu. It'll have like a blessings tab, and you can get all those different like perks and stuff depending on how many skill points you have.
Oh my god, you're a naked bald guy. You need clothes, Grim. You need clothes.
I'm doing this hardcore mode, isn't it?
Right, okay, I got it. Right.
Need is a fun word.
And you got snazzy pet as well. You got like the little cute little pet Viking doggo, doggo, Ramo. It's a mixture, really, isn't it? It's like a half ram, half cat.
Yeah.
I really like these ones. I have a question about the, because I saw there was a mechanical flying drone thing as well.
Mhm.
How do you go about trying to choose? Because I saw something on somewhere, some pink, purple panda bear kind of thing costume.
I have one of those. I have the pet from that one actually.
Okay.
Yeah, whereabouts did that come from? Norse history and mythology. Yeah, we want the origins for that one.
The origins
Sydney,
for
what
that
you
one?
got? Sydney, what do you got for that?
Good question. I would say just personally, like, it comes from the fact that we wanted to have fun with Norse mythology a little bit, because we have so many sets that are inspired by Norse mythology in general, that it was just time to, you know, bring a little bit of fun into it, a little sprinkle of fun in terms of the sets we can offer, because I honestly, I love what our artists have done with the sets, all the cosmetics. I think they look really cool. And then just being able to, you know, have fun with it, run around like a bear, have a little teddy bear with you. It's kind of a fun experience.
So do you, because it's really interesting, because on our side we tried not to at all try to mix in anything outside of what vaLHEIM actually is, just to keep it like focused. But so when I saw the drone, so there are no lines that has been drawn, like anything cool and goes into the game.
Basically, it's like it's not completely accurate. I wouldn't say like not completely accurate, but it doesn't exactly follow everything from Norse mythology. It's a little bit of our own fantasy lore mixed in as well. It makes sense for vaLHEIM just because it is that kind of more realistic art style, I think, to stick with that.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just because it's the same thing when we come to I don't know, maybe it's really boring talking about marketing and stuff. So never mind.
No, definitely not.
One thing that we try to think about when we try to market stuff about vaLHEIM, and we talk about vaLHEIM from our perspective, is always trying to keep it very, not very serious, but try to keep it serious, so we don't joke about vaLHEIM, but everyone else can. Just to keep it more serious. I don't know if that makes sense at all. When you do marketing and so on, because as I saw this pink panda, probably not a panda, but it was a bear kind of thing. Panda. Is it a pet or was it a costume?
It's a bear. It's a bear.
It's a bear.
Oh my god! Did you just miss bear the bear? Did you?
Yeah, it's a
bear.
That is little bear. Yeah. I mean, we name it. We give it like a Norse themed name. It's the Starbjorn set.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it has.
It kind of makes sense. What I've been thinking though is like you're drawing warriors from across Midgard or the realms to help out, and in vaLHEIM it's the same thing. So why not have a techno Viking from the future that rolls in with these,
I was asking Christopher, our animator, to do the techno Viking dance, but then I also saw that guy is going around and just creating lawsuits if anyone does anything.
Basically.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was because I really like the techno dance. I love it. It's one of those things that I don't know. It's just very Viking. He looks Viking.
I've seen it. That definitely reminds me of my clubbing days for sure.
Oh, I love
I'll have
how
the-
he
I'll-
points his finger like he points it not straight at you, but like leaning up in an angle. Like, oh, yep, I like it. I like him.
I like the art style. Like I do. I find that I get really bored of games that are too dark and too serious. Like it's nice to have a bit of colour sometimes, especially in the world of survival where everything it normally is a bit drab and a bit grey. So like Astroneer is one of my favourite survival sort of simulation games because it's just so vibrant. There's just so much going on. It adds something to it, having it not just be grey. Not to say that VALHEIM's not nice or great. It's amazing. Like the light, I think that's the difference with VALHEIM. Although your characters and stuff might be all pretty set in terms of like the aesthetic and the dark style of it, when you take in the atmosphere of like a sunrise and the way the mist and the sunlight shines through, man, there's like no prettier game sometimes playing VALHEIM. So you can have that colourfulness, but just not in the characters or the the main enemies and stuff.
Yeah, I think that was something that I really noticed when I was playing Valheim as well. Was just I don't know, like when I would look up and I would see the tree like surrounding everything, that was really beautiful. And then to see like that it's kind of like a depth of field, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I thought
Yeah,
that was a
it's-
really nice touch.
Did you guys ever consider Tribes being a more first or third person sort of game?
No, I think it had always been, at least to my knowledge, considered from this angle, since some of
Right.
the biggest inspirations were, for example, like Don't Starve and Diablo,
Yes.
which kind of like have similar isometric-y angles. Also, I'm getting
What about Valheim?
taste.
Well, Valheim came after they started development for it. But I do remember whenever you guys announced seeing it and being like, I wonder how this is, much like your story earlier. I was like, I wonder how this is going to be in this space.
Like
Yeah.
we were, I was worried about the art style for Valheim, if people would even like it or understand it, and I think we still get the whole thing about.
Oh, this game's graphics are awful.
Oh, yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
even show their faces.
And I think that's fine though. I think that's totally okay. I think that's actually kind of great because then we can bring up the discussion of what style is and what resolution is, and how that actually differs.
Because it is a homage a little bit to like a bygone era of having games as blocky and pixelated as well.
Definitely, but also it's a big help when Richard as a sole developer has to do a giant world by himself, do all the models. He started doing all the models by himself. He got someone to help him, and then when I came in, it is easier, and the pipeline is faster, so we are able to push out stuff.
Quicker now.
But I don't know. I've seen like Valheim first-person mods and stuff like that. I don't think it does Valheim better justice doing it that because it's not tuned to be first-person.
I've played it. That's it. It's not too bad actually. I've given that one a shot and I've showed it off on the channel, and yeah, it's definitely got plus points for sure. Like it is more terrifying when you run into a 10-foot ogre, and a little bit like when you run into the first giant in this game as well. It's a bit like, imagine if that was first person. That would be crazy, just having this giant fill the screen. But it still fills the screen in this mode. And in Valheim, yeah, you still absolutely cack your pants when two trolls appear out of nowhere, and you're sitting there with only a rubbish shield and sword.
But I really like the art style of Tribes. I like the cell shaded kind of feel, and also there is textures there as well, and doing the detail work as well. It's very pleasant for the eyes, and it feels like it goes really well with how the fast-paced gameplay is as well.
Yeah,
It feels speedy. Like, I don't know how else to describe it.
It feels
I love Tribes for that because it's not grindy to get the resources. But then again, there's a beauty in the trees killing you, as we've established in Valheim. So it's like it flips both ways. Sometimes I don't mind it. Others, I think if it's done cleverly, it's nice. But when you're just hacking away at a rock for half an hour to get one resource out of it, it's not as fun. So that's what I like about Tribes. You guys kind of streamlined it a little bit and made it, took out some of the mechanics that some people have kind of got a bit bored of now, like constantly eating and drinking in survival games. you've kind of streamlined it and made it just a bit more fun.
Yeah, having it be one swing to cut down a tree is kind of helpful sometimes.
Yeah, but then equally, obviously the preparation for games like VALHEIM, it's like flipping flopping. There's room for both. There's room for like a survival game that's light on the mechanics, and then I mean VALHEIM wasn't really meant to be like, you don't really even like coining it as a full survival game, do you guys? Like it's an exploration game. It's a combat.
I'd say
game.
it's adventure dialogue.
Adventure Dark
it's not
Souls
really
game.
survival if you can't die, right?
Yes.
If you can't die
Right.
from it.
No, don't
I
say that,
guess.
because then I have to remove 20 of my games in my top 50
So you
survival list.
like, we tricked you, Jade. This is your
Oh no, not
playing the wrong
again!
game.
Not again! That's it. I'm gonna have to delete my 100 videos of VALHEIM today. Just take it off the channel.
Wait, is that the exclamation mark? Is that where I'm heading, or what? Where am I
So
going?
we're gonna want to head towards. There should be like a dark circle towards the northwest part of the map, mostly north. And
Yep.
there's a waypoint right next to it. So actually, if you go to the waypoint at that beach, you should be able to teleport to the waypoint right next to the giant. Or wait,
So-
I'm looking at the wrong person. In
Wait.
the town.
I'm just that's.
Yeah. So if you use the waypoint that's down here.
The little yellow star on your mini-map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I just press there, or yeah, okay, fast travel. See, I can do stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't actually
you're a
played
gamer.
other games in such a long time.
I know, I
I'm
racked
happy
up
to
your
help you.
hours. You got like 177 in the last 2 weeks of VALHEIM, or something stupid like that.
Yes,
Oh wow.
that's too much.
So you guys have obviously got into game development quite a bit, launched a bunch of games with Gearbox, of course, and done a bunch of stuff. And obviously, Sydney, you've been working also for a few years. Was you in game development before then?
No, this is actually my first job in games.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Noelle, what about you? Have you just, how long have you worked for Gearbox?
I've been in Gearbox. It's about to be 3 or 4 years, right? Or next month, I think.
coming-
Yeah, I think it's like 3 years actually now. And before that, I actually did like board games and Kickstarters and kind of like helped develop and market those.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, kind of weird.
That's
Yeah.
good. It's nice to be able to take transferable skills and, you know, put them across to a, you know, similar nerd culture. Well, I say nerd as if it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, definitely have been in
Brilliant.
nerd culture for a while. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
me as well.
All your life, ever since you had the double glasses, rimmed ones, and
Hey.
braces as a teenager.
But you know, I got LASIK last year, so now I'm a fake nerd, so it's fine.
Hey. I'm gonna say I'm an old nerd because I'm getting that age where I'm gonna need reading glasses soon. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna call it my nerd phase. I don't know why I teleported back. I should be helping you guys. I've just been mooching around.
It would be helpful.
Yeah, I'll come. Maybe I'll come over.
mean,
I'll get a bow first.
join
Let
you
me get a
too.
bow.
I'm coming.
And obviously, Grim, you've done art for obviously all your life or whatever. But like in game development, it was VALHEIM your first game.
VALHEIM is my first. It's my first. Oh, ouch! My first
Game
the big
job?
big job. Yeah, and
Okay, right, I'm here, the savior of our clan.
All we need now is Sydney, and we'll be a full.
I'm coming.
Be
I'm
fully
gonna find
ready.
Sit.
the closest shrine. I guess it's the north one. I'm gonna.
So I guess you guys have been maybe not so, you know, a couple years now, and Noelle, you've had a lot more experience, I guess. Any advice to anyone getting into game development? Because I'm looking at it more and more lately that I want to start maybe moving into that sphere. I think like I could probably do a fairly decent job covering like either streaming content or community management for smaller games and stuff like that. So any advice from me?
just do it.
Just do it. Yeah, just Nike it. Just Nike.
Yep, I would say just do it. At least get started somewhere. For anyone who wants to get into it, because I don't have any education or anything. I spent like every evening for 5 years just learning
do that.
3D and animation and everything.
So it was all self-taught. You didn't go like to art college or anything.
No, okay, college. I did, but I didn't do anything.
Oh, I got you. I
like
got
art
you. No.
related necessarily.
I did go for art school, but I didn't learn anything because I thought
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't do
Just
anything.
sailing through uni, getting
Yeah.
drunk, going to student uni nights.
Actually, I didn't
much.
get drunk until I was 18. That was the first time. And it was such a weird sensation because I thought, what's going on? What's going on with my vision? I felt so. I don't know. It was so weird thing getting drunk. The
And was
first
it
time.
was it schnapps?
It was. It was a.
That's borderline racist question to a Swede nowadays.
Oh no
They
no
might
I,
accuse
no
you
no
of
no
drinking
no!
schnapps.
I don't
No?
drink schnapps.
Aquavit. Aquavit.
No, I don't drink that either. It's. I actually made my own wine. Made my own tasty
you're,
mead. Oh wait! I rolled in the water and I died.
You're
yeah.
a connoisseur.
The water is dangerous here, and you don't want to run into it.
Do not. Yeah, that's a difference from Valheim for sure.
Yeah.
I raged so hard playing Tribes a few weeks ago because I dived into the water when I got knocked back. I got knocked back by the werewolf, and yeah, it put me into the water. And yeah, I had like 2,000 souls on me.
Oh no.
I was not happy. I was not happy.
Did I lose all my souls now?
Yeah, gone.
If you died, yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to get this waypoint though, so at least you'll be able to spawn fairly close.
And what about you guys? Any advice getting into community management?
Yeah, I mean, what you said, Grim, kind of echoes my experience as well. Like in terms of uni, I didn't go to uni for anything to do with community management or anything like that. It was more design is what I went to uni for. So everything that I've learned is mainly self-taught. I had been like growing an Instagram account on my own and kind of learning through that. And I've kind of always been involved in, you know, games my whole life and have always been part of game communities and Discord and all of that. So I think it was generally self-taught, but I think like the biggest piece of advice, it's gonna sound like super cheesy, is just don't give up. Like you're saying, like just do it, like just go for it, and you can always learn along the way. And even Jade, you have obviously an amazing start because of your YouTube channel. Like you already have experience in what it's like to stream, what it's like to kind of create content. So I think even that's like a huge asset to games.
Yeah, that's super valuable, especially now with everybody kind of like trying to figure out how to do that for themselves. There's a lot of companies where they're just like, how do I, you know, make these YouTube videos that are going to be helpful that people are going to want, and that's still a skill set that a lot of people know or understand. It's super valuable.
I mean, I love YouTube, I do, and there's nothing really particularly sort of going like bad, but I do envision a future that, yeah, like game development's always been something I've been super interested in, the mechanics of it and the process from making games. I think that's why I go a bit deep on my videos, but I don't know if I've got the full audience for that yet. You know, sometimes they're not as interested. They just want to see the newest survival game that appears. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I was brown bread then. I was totally going to be
I was
proper.
like, oh, I don't understand why.
We gotta go back home. Everybody go back home. I'm gonna press.
Oh no, the hell things.
You
The hell
press,
things.
press T if you want to teleport quickly, as well.
Yeah, we can't kill him.
I've got no teleport. I've got no teleport left.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a gate quickly as I can.
I will take top left side.
It's time to pull out that secret dev code that you guys have. Up, down, left, right, D-pad,
The
B
wrong
button.
build. Can somebody res me?
The Tinker ran away.
I'm coming over. I got you. I haven't got you. You died.
Wait, I gotta go. I gotta go. Stealth. Wait, I can build a gate here. Yep. Okay, cool. One gate is up, which is nice. I'm gonna go with stealth. Yeah, the blood moons.
Oh my god. Oh, I was thinking I took this health thing on. He was nearly dead, but it was the blacksmith. He was dead. It was his bar I was looking at. So this is one of the things that I love and hate about Tribes is the panic of things that are coming and going wrong.
Oh, that's
it's
what I
like
like. That's the cool
a
thing.
slippery slope.
I actually like this game. I like the intense
Yeah.
moments of it. So it's.
I really like seeing the journey that you guys make. Like I do remember, like I did a review of the demo of Tribes like 18 months ago, whenever it was. And then obviously VALHEIM, I kept seeing Richard's tweets. People were liking his like clips of his boats and the trees being knocked down and running around doing the log running. And I thought, oh, that game's great. So it's definitely my favourite part of being a YouTuber is being able to cover some of that and putting it in new shows and seeing the progress that's got made. Has anything surprised you in the last like couple of years of working game dev? Like, what's been the best thing or maybe the worst things?
It's a big question. I would say like
loaded.
Yeah, it's a big
loaded
question. Like there's a lot of surprising things that have happened. Even like you were saying about you having that experience of, you know, playing it when it was really early on. I mean, we kind of got to see people play it early on since we had closed alphas, right? We got to see people try this like very, very early on. And then eventually people got to try the beta. So we've just got to see like the community grow with the game and them notice everything that's been added to it. And if you were to like play the alpha and then play it now, there's just such a vast difference between how the game has grown. And I think a lot of that was community kind of shaped since we had the game playable so early on for people. And also the Jotun is close to our village. So
let's go and see if we can slay this giant before we might have to just curtail and quickly run over to VALHEIM.
Yeah, we'll see if we can take him down.
I have no weapon. Wait, I'm gonna buy a new one.
You're gonna hardcore it, headbutt him.
Oh, wait, I bought me my cool weapon here, so I'm gonna... There we go.
Oh, I'm getting... To be fair, I've only got bows, and I'm dealing with a pack, and they just pushed me in the water. You son of a dogs. You son of a dogs. What's been your best and worst kind of features of covering VALHEIM, or making VALHEIM, I should say?
It was really nice to release early access and actually have people wanting to play the game. Because I thought we wouldn't... Can I go through one of these? Is it possible? I thought it was just going to be like... I was hoping for 20,000 sales at least, so we could just continue for a while. So that was...
I mean, you guys have all had good success. Obviously, VALHEIM's had it, but Tribes, you've done great as well. Like, you know, you hit, what, nearly 1 million copies now?
Yeah, I think that was another huge surprise.
It's always so great to see the reception that people have, you know, whenever your game's finally out and they get their hands on it, and just like that excitement that they feel. And you just like, it comes through everything. Like if you're at a convention, you can feel it like vibrating off of people, is how excited they can get. And if you're online, like you can kind of almost feel it through the words a lot of the time. And watching the streams and just watching everybody talk about it, like that reception always feels so good. And it was always so surprising, because I feel like, you know, as on the other side of it, you're just kind of like, I hope everybody likes it. I hope. And so when they do, it feels so good.
It's rewarding.
It's so rewarding. Would not trade it for anything.
Oh, right. I'm gonna... Yeah, we're doing good. We have got this guy.
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
yes.
it's gonna... Yeah, no, brown bread.
Heck yeah.
Oh, Grim, you should get the last hit on him.
That's true.
Yeah, we'll give that honor.
What happens then?
You'll get an achievement.
You die. Oh no.
Don't die, but I'll res you if you go down. There you
go. Yay! So you guys, I was thinking as well, I've been saying it when we were trying to organise this, but yeah, you're practically related. You've all got links to Embracer, the company that's buying up every games company in the world, it seems, apart from Tencent. When are we going to see a crossover, guys? Come on, make it happen. Let's get some VALHEIM skins in Thingy, or let's get some... Well, obviously,
we had lots of different companies asking for crossovers in March, I think it was.
Yeah, but are they Viking? Are they the real deal? You know?
No, I guess not. I don't see why not, to be honest. But I don't have any say in anything.
I mean, I have been joking we're going to see a mini claptrap added to Tribes and Midgard, but I don't think that should be as much of a joke. If I reckon I could definitely see it happening.
I don't want to see claptrap, but I do want to see in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands there is a mushroom enemy, and I want him to be in here so bad. But I don't make that call either, right? So,
right, okay.
You know,
I'm talking to the wrong people here.
Yeah,
I need to go higher, all right? Higher.
This is we're the stepping stone to get you what you want.
Right. Failing that, anyone wants to add a rat bag to a game, like just a rat that isn't an enemy, please. Can we just have a nice rat in the game?
What is a rat bag?
Well, technically, a rat bag is a mischievous, slightly naughty but cute child. Like, you know, or you're acting mischievous and cheeky, and it's what I was called as a kid. It's what I call my kids, and so I call all my subs rat bags. So that's what it means here in the UK. In other parts of the world, it can mean you're a right criminal and you're a right wrong'un. But here in the UK, that's what it's mostly used for cheeky, mischievous, you know, little dude. But yeah, I'll take either a rat bag in that sense where it's a mischievous character, or just a friendly rat. I just want a friendly rat in a game. I'm sick of killing my brothers and sisters.
Oh, there's Starbjorn. Starbjorn.
Yeah.
There you go. Go and get your panda, and you'll be happy. Confirmed. Panda's been added to VALHEIM. Next update.
Oh, I've
Multicolored.
been screaming for bears for I don't know how long. But
Well,
yeah.
not yet. But if they do come, they're going to be multicolored.
Multicolored.
Establish that.
If you don't make them multiplayer, a modder will. So
Yeah.
Sure. We don't even
probably been
have
done.
bears in game. Like I think that's something that's missing right now, is that we don't have bears, but we have bear costumes and bear cosmetics. So maybe one day
feels
we'll see bears.
like that needs a yet though. Like
Mhm.
you know, there's
Yet.
this is
Yeah.
a live service game. Like there's still so much.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
can add anything you guys really want to.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I'm excited for VALHEIM too. I haven't played at all for the Hearth and Home.
I'm sitting in the menus and looking at cool stuff. So am I quitting now?
Oh, and Tribe, no,
Yeah.
take your time.
Yeah.
Take a look.
I mean,
Like,
whatever.
No, you got to quit. I'm keeping you guys running unless you've got more time. I don't want to keep you all night.
They're just cosmetic. There are no stats on them or anything like that.
Yes, those are just like transmogs.
Okay, nice.
It's one of the better features with Tribes. There's no like you can pay extra money if you want to get some of the skins, but all the other stuff is earned purely in game with the horns. So that's why I like it as well. Like, I tried supporting Tribes a lot. 'Cause, you know, it's nice. I like the system. The reward system's good for a live service game. It isn't forcing you to buy a battle pass that you might not ever complete or finish off because you haven't got time. You're not losing money, as it were.
I've got lots of messages from people now. They're like, "Oh, you're playing Tribes? Is it good? Should I buy it?"
yeah.
Tell them yes.
Yes.
It's $20.
Yep, absolutely. My first reaction playing the game is it's pretty nice that I can just jump in, and it feels like I can just jump out if I have to.
Yeah, yeah. That's something that I definitely like about it. I had the
That's
issue
really
with
positive.
VALHEIM where it's like sometimes it can be hard to like catch up if your friends get way too ahead of you, and so playing Tribes after that, I was like, oh my gosh, everybody's on the same field. This is great.
I am going to dump some of that stuff. If you do make it to my humble little settlement, hello. Right, so we are going to play Bucket League. So it's my version of Rocket League,
Okay.
but obviously we've got a bucket for the ball, okay? And basically we're going to be in teams, and you've got to try and get into the goal opposite. We've got the green team, we've got the blue team. Inside that chest, there will be blue capes and green capes just over here.
Where did you get this bucket from?
It's in the game, Grim. I kicked it all the way here from some sort of. I didn't spawn it in. No.
All
I
right,
did not spawn
okay.
it in. No. I found it in some abandoned shack somewhere deep. It's like a very rare spawn.
All right.
Seed. Yeah.
I bet it
yeah.
is.
This.
Yeah, that's the one. I tried barrels, but honestly, barrels are really hard. They don't have the same roll mechanics. But a bucket is pretty good. It's got actual, so you can't hit it. You can only kind of just sort of move into it. If you guys come in here, swap out for a blue mini suit, please.
Yep,
Come and get
I got a blue one.
your troll. Good. And then just, take up teams. Doesn't matter. We can be boys versus girls, the archaic notion. Or we can be, any way you want. Just
We
let's
are doing
put one
boys
on.
versus girls.
Okay. Let's do it then. Let's get into our teams then. So green team obviously on the green side and blue team on the blue side.
Okay. Now I see it.
All right, yeah. And we've got obviously shutters. These will kick the bucket a little bit far. So if you do manage to get the bucket, like you can be a defender, or you can get the bucket into the other side. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. And now Canadians obviously. Lovely people that you are. Actually, my people. I'm half Canadian. I've spent a bit of time in Vancouver and Toronto. It's football, yes, not soccer.
It's soccer.
Get out. Just get out. Right, just go. Get out
Play
of
some
here.
football.
Yes, that's right. Well done. Okay. There we go.
Just grabbing
okay,
one
so Grim-
snooze, and then I'm good to go. There we go.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'll slightly kick the bucket into the center of the arena. There's no, I had to you know, blame VALHEIM for not having proper ball launchers like Rocket League. Blame them for not having neon signs that I could put out. I had to work with what I had. So after count of 3, we'll do it best of 3. The person who the team gets the bucket into the other goal. Do not punch the bucket. You can try punching each other, but PvP should be off. And live long and prosper.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. Oh, what's the tactics involved here? Oh, no, you're a person down. There we go.
No,
Go on,
I'm
Grim.
here.
Get it in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
no.
hey.
Hey,
Run
no,
away.
no.
Nope. Nope.
Let's get in the
No,
corner.
no.
Get in
I'm
the
on
corner.
defense. Go ahead. Oh.
Okay.
It's hard to
Oh, no.
Get out of here.
No,
This
no.
is,
I
wanna
this
run
is
away.
not for you.
No. Oh, it's out of
Out.
bounds. Out of bounds. Right, go on. Chuck it back in. We'll do a throw in.
Cool.
There we go. Okay, go.
No.
Yeah, go, Grim. To me, Grim. To me. Pass it to me, Grim.
I don't know how to pass.
Throw it in the general direction.
No.
Sit.
No.
Almost.
Yes!
Oh,
1 goal. 1-0.
And emote.
Hey.
Lots of emotes.
I don't even know
When
what
we
is.
use the emote.
We need an emote button on the control pad, which I'm using. I'm not using the keyboard.
All right.
That's why I don't like them. I need one button. I'm a simple man. Just give me one emote button.
It's a cheer.
Are we off again? By
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, that's it. We've got to get best of 3. No. Oh, nearly, yeah. Oh, go, Grim.
Oh my
Go.
goodness.
Oh.
You got this. Pull off them skills. Them silky Swedish skills.
Oh, er,
No.
Ah,
Yep, to me.
I just
to
want to
me.
grab
It's in the crowd. They're getting involved. The
on,
wardens.
right? I mean, I wouldn't accidentally kill you.
Oh.
Yeah,
No,
we're
no,
nearly
no,
there,
no,
Grim.
no,
We're
no,
nearly
no.
there. Yeah. Oh,
Around.
from.
Oh no.
Okay, right. We need a plan. Grim. How are we gonna take them down? Chucking.
okay, you block Celeria.
Right.
All right. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Go.
Oh, there.
Yeah. Oh. No.
Take it.
I'm blocking.
Oh,
No,
wait.
that was a terrible plan.
Oh,
They
no.
seem to be getting closer.
Don't want to bring it
Right,
up.
okay.
No. That's it.
Wait,
No.
I'm bringing it.
Oh,
No,
oh.
I'm not. Now I am. No, I'm not. It's so hard to get it up this like ramp.
I've opened all
Speed.
the doors.
Speed at
Okay,
last
good.
moment is your friend. It's your friend.
Speed is my
Use
friend.
the speed.
Okay.
Oh,
You broke
Grim just
it.
destroyed it.
Wait, what?
There's another one though. We
Yeah.
have one up here.
We do
Yeah.
that other one.
I'll bring this.
I tell you what, we'll be in the fairness there. We'll call it 1-1 If we break the ball, we lose a point.
All
Okay,
right.
or you gain a point. So it's 1-1. Let's make this the decider, right? The next team scores wins.
Kicking. Oh,
Don't
just
let me
kidding.
down,
That's it.
Grim.
Hold on.
Don't let me down.
There we go. It's in.
This is for the rat bag glory. The rat bag glory.
No.
Oh!
No.
Oh!
No.
Yeah, go on, Grim. You got this, Grim.
No,
You got
I
this.
don't think so.
No.
You
No.
got it! Woo! Green meanies win again.
The green meanie.
Green
I can't
meanies for
even
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you emote, Grim? How do I emote? Right. Do you guys want to come see my town while we just ask last few questions? You can come check out my my armory, my food hall.
You have a nice place to sit down and have a chat.
Yeah. Not a fireside chat. I won't copy you with that one.
Oh, the little
Grim.
jacuzzi. It's so cute.
This is so
Yeah.
cute. Look at that.
I haven't even seen it yet.
I know.
Yeah, the bubbles are not a machine. I just ate too many beans. Okay, just FYI.
I see.
Yeah.
Help yourself to food as well, by the way. If you need
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Help yourself to food on the table. Just
Yeah.
go crack on and eat it.
Hearth and home experience right here.
Yeah.
I spent 4 hours streaming this build, and because I wanted to do something a bit more for my guides. I was doing a guide on food, and I barely showed off the decor. Like it
Did
was
you
in
burn
screen
the
for
meat
like 30 seconds.
over there, or just the nice cold bits?
I like it crispy.
Yeah, okay.
Crispy's nice. Yeah.
Well done.
Best bits. Yeah. Yeah, it's well done. Yeah, it's not bad. I've got secret skills I want to tap into with building that no one knows about. Hopefully I'm going to change my channel up into just a build channel. That's the idea. Any plans for tribes to add more building in the future? Like, got any exclusive reveals? Are we going to get any more build features added? Watch this space. Watch this space. Watch this
This
space.
was his master plan from the beginning.
Yeah. Now I've got you at the table. I've plied you with mead and boar meat. I
Yeah.
can, start asking the questions.
Got us drunk and
Yeah.
Yeah, the building system has definitely come a long way as well from the start. Before it was like even included, and then we have a building system, and it can help you to do stuff in game. But I think it's definitely going to have some improvements in the futures.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you guys. I don't want to take up too much of your time as we have overrun already. I'm so sorry. But a big shout out to the lovely people at Tribes of Midgard and Gearbox. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank you.
This is fun.
And of course, Grim, obviously from vaLHEIM.
Yes, that's me.
That's you. That's you. More Viking action to come. Tribes of Midgard update coming up very soon. The mid-season refresh. Seeing what new features they've added in new bits and bobs. And of course, vaLHEIM Mistlands update is coming next week, apparently, according to Grim. So we're going to play it all next week. And
I've already
it's gonna
done
be
the
great.
whole Mistlands.
Yeah, it's finished. It's all going to be done. So
Yes.
thanks a lot, Ratbags. Do leave a like, make sure you subscribe, go and check out the games. Obviously, of my coverage of them, I've done plenty of guides for both of them by now, and I'm keeping you up to date with all the news and info. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys coming on board and just chilling out for an hour and a half with me. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
there
It
we
was
go.
awesome.